And welcome everyone back to Nickelodeon. I don't know. Welcome everyone back to the channel. This is your Halloween countdown series for 2021, and today we're talking about one of the worst Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Watch out, Halloween, or Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 Halloween. I have Halloween on the brain. I can't stop. I've watched that movie 3 times in one day while working a 12-hour shift. That's where I am. Of course, this movie stars Robert Englund, Lisa Zane as Maggie, Sean Gilbert Greenblatt. What's eating Gilbert Grape? He plays John Doe. Speaking of John Doe, Johnny Depp. He's in this movie with a cameo. Breckin Meyer was in this movie. You know, Road Trip, right? Yeah? No? Road Trip? No? Okay. He's in this movie. Leslie Deanne, she's in this movie. Most people won't know her, but she's really into goth shit. That's pretty cool. Ricky Dean Logan plays my favorite character, Carlos. Carlos! I clean your ear. No, Mama. I've been good. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm not. My favorite shit in this movie. Yaphet Kotto. He's in this movie. I know I pronounced his name wrong, but he's in this movie. He plays Doc. Roseanne and Arnold, Tom Arnold and Roseanne Barr are in this movie. Alice Cooper is in this movie. It is insanity. It's the final movie, final chronological movie of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, which I've watched these movies. I swear, if I were to go back and count, I've watched so many of these movies. Oh, by the way, for those younger viewers, Breckin Meyer is in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He played the dad. Nope, I'm wrong. Gotcha. I don't remember what else he was in. Oh, Lynn, Midlife Crisis. Why did I confuse those two? They're totally different actors. God. It's time for some sleep. Anywho, so this takes place 20 years in the future. Every child in Elm Street, every child in Springwood is dead, with the exception of one, and that is our John Doe, who's about to turn 18 and is trying desperately to escape. Now, the thing I will say right away, this movie has one of my favorite openings. The quote by Edgar Allan Poe, which I'm going to look that bitch up. Okay, so I'm going to read this because I looked it up. It says, "Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them." Which then transitions to Freddy's quote of, "Welcome to prime time, bitch." Because we all love that quote. Killer quote, huh? Look, Robert Englund's great in this movie, but it's 20 years in the future. Freddy is full-on joke man at this point. Hey, what do you guys think of the jacket? Like, I'm really trying to live up to the expectations of one of these 90s kids, right? Like, I feel like they dress like this, the homeless kids. So, you know, I'm trying to match their energy. If you smell what I'm cooking, God, what's wrong with me? So lots of cuts in this video. So yeah, he's going, you know, he's trying to get this last kid, but he realizes, wait, I can send him out. So this dude literally gets hit by a bus that Freddy's driving, which you see the, oh my gosh, I understand it's a movie, and I like this movie overall, but there are parts in this I'm just like, oh my God, stop it. Like at the beginning of the movie, he's in the bus, and it's just, he's already towards the edge of town, but the bus is driving, and I understand, Freddy's in a dream, we have to suspend our disbelief, but I can only go so far, and all of a sudden, you see him coming by the line, oh, And the dude goes flying through the air, leaving a physical hole, like a cartoonish hole, from where he flew through the thing. And he hits his head on a rock. Freddy, now be a good doggy and go fetch. That's a bad voice. This is my Freddy voice. Ah! He sends out John Doe. The music is great in this movie. It's not the third movie's great. It's not Docking great, but it had some good music. I like the opening song. But he sends him out. So Freddy, he's just waiting. There's not a lot of Freddy in this movie, actually, until you get to the latter half of the movie. So this guy, he goes to gets stuck into the shelter because he's homeless and he can't remember nothing, so he's got amnesia. And then he meets Lisa Zane's character, and she's trying to figure it out. You find out that she's somehow intertwined because she's having dreams about Springwood and Freddy before he was burned. So it's like you see what's coming a mile away when he starts about Freddy had a kid. Oh, it must be me. Are you stupid? You're just turning 18, tard. Freddy was like 1984. Bro, and he was already dead and killing people. You're 17. What? Do the math, bro. You weren't old enough to be his kid. Meanwhile, spoiler alert, Lisa Zane was. So the whole point of him was to get her to come back to the town. And then they end up getting stuck. And then you get the other kids. They end up getting stuck there, right? Let me go back to where I was. So it's Maggie, right? And John Doe and Spencer and Carlos and Tracy. They all end up going there. You meet Doc through the course of the movie. He knows everything there is to know about dreams, and he knows that Maggie's got his shoes, and he just a know-it-all. And he talks about the dream demons, which I hate that they introduced those things. It just wasn't great. Oh my god, it wasn't that great. Did I mention this movie came out in 1991? I don't even remember the director's name. Who was it? I'm looking for the director, and Rachel Talley. She was the director, and she wrote the story. She was one of the producers on all of the movies except for one of them, and she was great. So I understand some of the stuff was just not that good. It just, I don't know. This felt like a step down. Freddy went full-on comedian in this movie, and I do like Tracy. I like Spencer. I like Carlos. They were relatable characters. But I felt like Maggie was just, ugh. The John Doe thing could have worked if they just did it a little different. I don't know. It felt like what they were trying to accomplish was forced. He had a child. That's why he took their kids, because they took his kids. And it's like, no. Freddy took their kids because he was a pedo who did bad things. That's why they took his kids, guy. What the fuck? What? No. He was a pedo. That's why. So I wasn't big on the whole Maggie thing. Even as a kid, I was like, I don't know. I don't think that works for me. This is what they did. It's what they ran with. I guess we all just gotta suck it up, right? But the characters were great. Spencer was a weed guy. That's where you get the cameo for Johnny Depp. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Tongue. Yeah. What are you on? Looks like what does he say? Looks like an egg in a frying pan to me. Hey, Spence, let's trip out. And that awesome song kicks on. Vita Vegata. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a really good song. I love this movie, man. I love this movie, but I hate this movie. And it's all about Freddy coming into the real world, but he can't do it. He can't get into the real world. And he's not even looking to the real world. He can't leave Springwood and get to the other kids in other towns because he has to have his daughter to transport him, so he's got to get in her mind, but she has to come to Springwood, and then she's got to leave Springwood. It has got some stuff, like, I don't know, like, this John Doe, like, I'm your kid, it's a girl, or whatever, like, he brings up his daughter, and it is comical when he's pushing back the spikes as John Doe falls, and he's, I know, it's got some funny parts, it's got some really funny parts, some very iconic kills. There's the Carlos with the big white chalkboard, which everyone hated the sound of nails on chalkboard. Like, imagine Freddy's glove, and this dude with his ear, like all fucked up, and it's, like, sensitive because this thing attached to his ear, and he could super hearing or whatever, and watching his head explode because, and Freddy stalking him, because you can't hear nothing, you just hear the percussions of, that's all you hear. And so Freddy's chasing him. It's like, oh, this is actually really interesting. It just sucks that some of the rest of the movie wasn't that good. I keep looking at the fish. Oscar, the fish, is in here with me. Oscar! Oscar! He's probably hungry. He's probably waiting for me to feed him. He's a fat fish. He loves to eat. We've had a ton of fish, and they've all died, but Oscar is still there, and we've had him for months. And all the other fish have passed away, but not Oscar. He is still kicking, and his water needs cleaned. I got to clean his damn water. Anyways, so yeah, the movie happens. She gets him out. He starts killing other kids. He's got this thing where he erases Carlos and Spencer from everyone else's memory. He changes time and messes with people's minds, except for the ones who were there and Doc. He can't affect me. I don't fall for his dream bullshit. And I'm like, what? Really? You're just be superhuman. He's basically like the MacGuffin of this movie. He's helping guide us through the movie and getting us to point A to point B. He's not the MacGuffin, but he's definitely like our guide through the movie. Oh, maybe you're afraid that because with this boy could lead you to what you were scared of, blah, 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 something like that. It's like, God, stop. You know it all. But it does have a cool scene where he beats Freddy with a bat. But Freddy starts cutting his fingers. Oh, they burned me. Oh, they even tried holy water. But I just keep on ticking. And then he talks about the demons. And you see the flashback to the demons offering him up and this and that. You do go into Freddy's memories where you get to see Alice Cooper. But you see he was a really bad kid. Son of 100 maniacs. So it does go into like progressing story of Freddy, his lore. But why do it in the 6th movie? You should be establishing that in the previous movies, not in this one. Look, all in all, Freddy gets beat. It's a lame-ass ending where he comes in real life and they use the 3D stuff, which the whole ending was just to use. It's set to just do 3D. And that was the catch of the movie. It's the final movie. Let's do 3D. Okay, sure. Thumbs up, buddy. So, Freddy's beat. You knew that was going to happen. And it ends. Literally. She kills him. She goes, Freddy's dead. Did you hear that? She says Freddy's dead. That's the title of the movie. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever! What? Like, what? Lame! Lame! And the movie just ends. That's it. They have, they play the song, which is a good catchy song. Freddy's wow, 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 dead. And it just shows highlights from all the other movies that were better. So yeah, this was definitely a step down. I know, that was very rough. Like, wait, there was stuff that happened, right? Yeah, stuff happened. People died. Spencer getting killed on Freddy's video game with, ooh, the power glove. Dude, boing, 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 boing. That's funny. Watch him. As Spencer just flies through and bounces and shit, and you're like, I'm on a fucking acid trip, man. Like, you really want to enjoy this movie? Here's my recommendation. Smoke something before you watch this movie, and I promise you it will be even better. But that's going to do it for me. I fucking love this movie. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I don't give a damn. It's my channel. I can do what I want. 10 out of 10 for Freddy's Dead. I'm dead. But I'm Zach. This was This was my Halloween Countdown series for 2021, Freddy's Dead review. Before I take off, I gotta show you guys something. Susie got me this gift. Not only did she get me this new Freddy shirt, which I fucking love this shirt, she did this really sweet thing for me. She got me a brand new mug, and of course, it's fucking Freddy. Never sleep again. How sweet, fresh meat. Don't fall asleep. Come to Freddy. You can check in, but you can't check out. Like all of his famous quotes. And look, not only did she get me that, she got me a Nerds bar. All right, like awesome. She got my favorite chocolate, my Hershey's dark chocolate, my special dark, and my all-time favorite snack ever, Reese's Pieces, man. This is what my lady does, guys. It's amazing. That's what I got. I'm about to smash that stuff after this, by the way. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm recording this, by the way. I do this for you all who watched. All 5 of you who watched this shit. One day I'll have like 20 people. It's cool. I have had 20 once or twice. But yeah, it was a great movie. Guys, this has been a fun holiday season. And we got one more to go. We got one more to go of these. And then we're doing the special for the month and for the season, which is definitely going to be special this year. Maybe not as good as I was hoping, but it's going to be something, and it's going to be well deserved. So, but yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I'm rambling. Remember, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, stay spooky.